to now. And one of the teams that have been a main fixture of the relays over the course of this week have been East Leeds, the team that have managed to get on the podium time after time when it comes to the men's relay events. And I hear very shortly we'll be able to speak to one of their swimmers as well. Ready in the studio with Stephen Jameson and James Goddard. So let's hear a little bit more about that specialist relay team from West Yorkshire, from the one and only East Leeds. We'll head back to the studio with Steve and James.
Hello everyone, we're back in the studio, a rather packed studio as well. We've got a special guest, we've got James Barwick with us from East Leeds in the studio. James, thank you so much for joining us. We've loved watching you guys this week. Me and Jimmy have become your almost personal fan group up here. You're a little bit different to most teams here in that you're a little bit old, a little bit wise, I would say. How much have you enjoyed it, first of all?
Been phenomenal, obviously, for these guys, pinnacle of their season. So, the fact that here, the winning medals, they're not just here to make up the numbers, speaks for the work that they've been putting in.
And in terms of the atmosphere that's within your club, it seems to be a club that really just has fun with it. Would you say that's fair?
Yeah, I mean, it's what the sport's all about. You're here to have fun, but, no different to your Loughboroughs, your big teams here. You give them the respect, but they work just as hard. I mean, if the four guys going into the relay later, they all work full-time jobs. One of them's a 35-year-old. He's a parent, so, you've got everything that goes with that as well. And they still manage to put in the performances. So, all credit to the guys.
Well, at least he's used to getting up at 5 a.m. at this point, eh?
What do you put it down to? I mean, like you say, the performances are so great, and you guys have got some serious speed, actually. Like, not just in terms of swimming speed, but your skills are great as well. And you mentioned to me that you're only maybe doing 3 sessions a week. What's the secret, maybe?
I think, luckily, everyone's come from, they've come from an age group background. They've come from programs. Some have been to universities. We've all come together, and the club's a bit of a melting pot for those, for all those. We have luckily everyone's of a like mind. They're there because they want to perform, they want to train, they want to improve. And because we've just at the right place, the right time, all these guys are coming in together. When we haven't got a coach session, we're all there giving each other tips, giving each other feedback. You could do this better, just notice that.
Nice.
And we want to listen, we want to learn, we want to improve. So, it's a conglomeration of all the minds, really.
Yeah. And how do you think the boys are going to do tonight? I mean, you're in third place at the minute, you're in lane 3 at the minute, aren't you?
Yeah.
Which means you're third fastest.
Yeah.
You think maybe you can scrape silver, but can you challenge the Loughborough lads as well?
I think silver's there for the taking. They'll have to swim out of their skin to get a gold, but it's what we're here for.
Yeah.
We're not here to make up the numbers, like I said. We're here to win.
Tell us some about the extra stuff you do, because you were talking about you doing some life-saving competitions and things like that as well.
Yeah, one of the guys in the team tonight, he did the Commonwealth Life-Saving Championships a couple of weeks back, Commonwealth champions. A couple of guys that were in the B team earlier today, they were in it as well. So we're not just swimming, and beyond that we've got a big master section. We have a lot of open water swimmers, again the life-saving. So it's a real, it's a melting pot of so many different aquatic disciplines.
Yeah.
We all come together, we all enjoy it.
Brilliant.
We all push each other on.
Yeah.
And I know you guys have been trying to recruit our own James Goddard here. Well, here's your big opportunity. Make your sales pitch.
Well,
I can say straight away, it ain't happening. No matter what you say.
Once a mank, always a mank.
How much money you got? No, I'm joking. It ain't going to happen, but...
we can get you on the podium.
Get me on the podium.
That's all the motivation you need.
Yeah, that's it. No, but I want to beat Loughborough. We've got to do something to beat. How do we beat them?
But if we've got a good back crawl, then maybe we could do it.
But from your perspective, James, I know you're at a fairly similar age to these guys who are still racing for East Leeds. What's it like for you to, having swum at your level previously, and see these guys turn up at nationals here and give the level that they're giving?
No, I do envy them a little bit, actually. I do seriously envy them a little bit, because I miss racing, I miss competing, and you can see the enjoyment that it gives these guys getting in the pool, racing quick, racing fast, competing against the likes of, because a few years ago most people wouldn't have heard of East Leeds. Now they're on the podium challenging against the likes of City, Manchester and Plymouth and Loughborough. And I miss doing that. I miss racing the top dogs. And these guys are getting in there and doing what they love, doing what they enjoy, and I do envy that sort of thing.
And what I love the most about you guys as well is quite often we'll hear the likes of Mount Kelly, of Loughborough, Plymouth Leander really cheering their swimmers on from from the sidelines because they've got a lot of young kids who are really just loving the experience of it. Actually, one of the loudest is when East Leeds are on the relay block, and even though there's only 2 or 3 of you left up in the stands, you guys are getting right behind.
We only have a small team here, we only have a small squad, but those of us that are here supporting the rest of them, we want to make sure that they feel just as good as everyone else on there that's getting the big cheers from the big teams.
And from your guys' perspective, what have you made to the atmosphere at this meeting? We've had the lights off, all the noise. It seems to have felt like quite a big competition.
Yeah, very, very ISL-like is probably the best way. Brought up the razzmatazz. And there are swimmers missing, obviously Europeans and the like, but it's meant that the competition is that much closer because everyone is of a very similar standard. So some of the races all coming down to the last length. It really is. It's been really enjoyable to watch.
Jimmy, anything else you'd like to know?
Because it's Olympic year. Maybe the Olympics is not in the sights of your swimmers, but what's your calendar look like now?
Well, we've actually got guys that are on the cusp or have qualified for the Olympic trials, so we are going to have guys down there. But I think that's the focus, generally the focus of the guys that are here this weekend. They're already eyeing up that we've been sat up there, they've been talking, right, we're going to do this meet leading into it. But again, they'll reevaluate that once they've got to there and said, right, let's look beyond to the rest of the year. So we'll probably be back here December next year, so see if we can challenge for some more medals.
Well, I wish you guys absolutely massive amount of luck, and it's like, because we always prided ourselves on 9 or 10 sessions a week, 9 and 10 sessions a week. You guys are doing 3 sessions a week. Maybe that's the way forward.
It's 3 official coach sessions, but we obviously get out into public sessions, go train by ourselves. So everyone's working towards the goal, but obviously a lot of the time they have to go out and do it by themselves. But again, because we're old, because we want to be here and want to do it, that's what forces them to do it.
James, awesome. It's a great story. Thank you so much for joining us, and best of luck for your final race of the competition.
Good luck, man. Good luck. Yeah, it's been a pleasure. Good luck.
All the best, James. Well, thank you so much to James for joining us. We love these guys, Jim.
Yep.
When you hear James talk about how they really do it for the swimming, they do it because they love it. We've heard from Jocelyn Elliott, we've heard from Jay Elliott, we've heard from you and Dale, 3 different perspectives, all who preach about the enjoyment of swimming.
Yeah.
I'm not sure you get a better example than lads in their late 30s still swimming nationals at their own behest, coaching themselves in public sessions. They do it because they love it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter whether you're 10 years old or 40 years old. If you're loving, and it doesn't matter what level you are, whether you're at a county level or whether you're like Jocelyn training for the Olympics, if you're loving your sport and loving what you do, that's when you perform at your best. If you're not loving it, and this is a shout to everybody, if you're not loving what you're doing, take a step back and just have a re-evaluation of what's going on. Because I went through patches of my swimming career where I really hated what I was doing, like I didn't enjoy it, and it maybe meant that I had to change things up and mix things up. So just take a step back, have a little evaluation of what you're doing, and find what makes you love what you're doing, because that's when you perform at your best.
Yeah, absolutely. Lovely words. Okay, it's time.